Yes, it is entirely possible to build significant wealth from scratch after being born into poverty in an African nation. Hundreds of self-made African entrepreneurs, tech founders, and professionals have done exactly this by leveraging specific strategies, industries, and mindset shifts. Real-world examples of self-made African success. Aliko Dangote, Nigeria, built a multi-billion-dollar cement and commodities empire, starting with a small trading loan. Strive Masiwava, Zimbabwe, overcame massive government opposition to build Econet Wireless, a pan-African telecom giant. Patrice Motsepe, South Africa, started in a poor township, bought low-producing mine shafts, and turned them into a massive mining conglomerate. Vusi Thembekwayo, South Africa, grew up in a deprived area, started public speaking at 17, and built a successful venture capital firm. Key pathways used to break the cycle. The tech landscape. Digital infrastructure allows founders to build global businesses from a laptop, bypassing poor local infrastructure. Commodities and logistics, moving essential goods, clean water and building materials within rapidly growing African cities. The diaspora route, securing international scholarships, gaining global experience, and sending capital back home to invest. Arid agribusiness scaling, upgrading traditional farming into commercial, tech-driven food production to feed booming populations. The standard blueprint for success. Solve hyper-local problems. Focus on structural gaps like unreliable electricity, banking access, or transport. Reinvest aggressively. Pour 100% of early profits back into the business instead of upgrading personal lifestyle. Build global networks. Use digital platforms to find international mentors, clients, and investors. Master high-income skills. Focus heavily on sales, financial literacy, coding, or contract negotiation. Major obstacles you will face. Lack of initial capital. Traditional banks rarely lend to poor entrepreneurs without collateral. Weak infrastructure. Power outages, poor roads, and slow internet inflate daily business costs. Regulatory roadblocks. Navigating bureaucratic red tape and inconsistent government policies. To look at the harsh reality without any corporate or motivational overcoating, the mathematical truth is that the odds are heavily stacked against you. Statistically, the vast majority of people born into extreme poverty in developing nations remain there. Breaking out requires navigating structural traps that people in wealthy nations never have to think about. Here is the raw, unvarnished reality of what it actually takes and what you are up against. 1. The capital trap. You start below zero. No safety net. In a wealthy nation, if a business fails, you go on unemployment or move back with family. In a poor country, failure can mean literal hunger for you and your dependents. The black tax. The moment you make any money, your extended family will need it for medical emergencies, food, or school fees. You are forced to choose between being a good relative and reinvesting in your business growth. Zero credit. Local banks will not lend to you without collateral, like land or a house, which you don't have. Microloans have predatory, usurious interest rates that can trap you in debt. 2. The infrastructure deficit, paying double for basics. The power tax. You cannot run a digital or manufacturing business reliably on a failing power grid. To survive, you must buy generators and fuel, which instantly destroys your profit margins compared to global competitors. The friction cost. Poor roads, slow logistics, and bureaucratic corruption, bribes required just to get a permit or clear customs, mean everything takes 3 times longer and costs twice as much. 3. The currency and geopolitical cage. Devaluation. You can work 18 hours a day, save your local currency, and watch 40% of your purchasing power vanish in a single year due to national inflation or currency devaluation. Passport limitations. If your strategy relies on global travel, networking, or relocation, you face massive visa rejections simply because of the passport you hold. Payment blockades. Many global platforms, like PayPal, Stripe, or certain freelance networks, block or heavily restrict users from specific African nations, cutting you off from international clients. What? the survival blueprint actually requires. To win despite these factors, you cannot just be hardworking. You have to operate at a level of intensity that is physically and mentally brutal. Hyper-isolation. You must ruthlessly say no to financial demands from friends and extended family during your building phase, which often results in social isolation. The global arbitrage obsession. You cannot sell to your local poor market if you want to get rich quickly. You must learn to code, copyright, or consult, and find a way to sell that labor to clients in the US, Europe, or the UAE to earn in hard currency, USD Euro, while living on local costs. Extreme risk tolerance. You have to reinvest every single penny you make back into your skill or business, living like a pauper long after you've started making money. It is possible, but it is a war of attrition.